Hi Rob, it's easy for me to actually do a quick video, so I do a quick video because it's just too hard for me to explain in writing, and I don't want people to get the wrong idea of what I'm trying to say. What your client is what we call mechanical disadvantage, okay? There's external hip rotation and internal hip rotation, okay? First we have to understand why we shift weight, okay? I don't like calling it that, it's just that everyone can relate to it. It's actually moving our center of mass, okay? So it's a bit like baseball. It's like a baseball. The reason they pick their leg up, right, and they balance onto their right leg, and then, you know, if you've got them on a force plate, the center of pressure should be in roughly the arch of the foot, should be equilibrium. When they fall forward and the foot hits the ground and they move their center of mass forward, they shift weight forward, when your foot hits the ground, you can see my hips rotate. When they rotate, they stretch the core, and then when the ground pushes back at you as well, and then enables you, the lower body decelerates, enables you to contract the core. So it's a combination of the ground and the contraction of the core that makes the lower body decelerate. Okay, so what's happening with your client is that he's got an external rotation of the hips. So basically what happens is his leg's doing this. So what happens is now his center of mass is in a mechanical disadvantage to be able to push and shift weight, okay, or to move, okay, so he can create that forward momentum to push into the ground, to accelerate the pelvis, accelerate, decelerate, to contract the core, okay. So basically what happens is an external rotation is when this leg moves, and the internal rotation is when the femur don't move, but the center of mass still does. So there, I've now internally rotated. Now, my center of mass inside my center of pressure now can push forward. So if I quickly do a demonstration, you see the total differences, okay? If I spin and I get myself in a mechanical disadvantage where my center of mass is over here, and you won't pick this up on pressure plates, okay? It can give false readings. You know, that's the problem with pressure plates. You've got to understand what the data's saying, and there's a lot of information, even though it's measuring pressure, there's a lot of information we're missing. Okay, so if I do what your client's doing, I spin my leg back out of the way, I've got no connection with the ground, okay? Alright. You can see I've done spun out, slid, go on extension. Alright, I spin, okay? Because the only way I can create movement to try and move off here because I'm locked on my hip is to try and spin, okay? The second demonstration now, if I'm in a mechanical disadvantage, you'll see my lower body accelerate, decelerate, and see the core contract. If not, I can put this in 240 frames, you can see it a lot better. Okay, so now if I get a more mechanical advantage, that's not allowing me to grip the ground, there's a bit of a gap in there. Okay, so now if I push into the ground, right, and get a better mechanical position, right, I can brace everything. Okay, so I hope that all makes sense, Rob, is that he's getting external rotation, the femur's moving, he's not getting internal rotation of the hip, and he's not moving the center of mass, he's not applying force down to the ground first. So if you push into the ground, you got force and you apply shear force, then you can internally rotate. He's externally rotating, so then he's got no choice but to spin. I hope that makes sense. If not, I could make a video and explain a little bit further more for you. Okay, mate, hope that helps.